Tait Oppman take like 50 million at this point. Here we go. We are doing the persuasive speech over the coronavirus, whether it's real and our mask is effective as they have been said to be. 3, 2, 1. So there's a myth I've been hearing of lately. It's people saying that there's no hard, concrete scientific research behind face coverings and face masks that prevent the spread of COVID-19, and this simply isn't true. Even though this isn't true, and there are plenty of reliable science-based facts telling the population of America that this is true, that it doesn't spread it, I still have friends and family, and I still see political leaders on a world stage sharing disinformation considering masks and their effectiveness. So let's get into that. This is a fact, is that the CDC's Center for Disease Control and Prevention, tongue twister, recently reviewed the latest science and said cloth face coverings could reduce the spread of the disease, particularly when used universally within communities. So let's think of America as one big community, and you could go out into your average city and you'll still see people in stores not wearing masks on their chin, just on their mouth, so their nose is still out. And this really counteracts the positive effects of wearing a face covering, and that's probably because these people do not believe or disagree with the scientific community when they've stated that these masks really do support and halt the spread of COVID-19. So that's the problem is, I may go out into a store, wear a mask, covering my nose, mouth, and have it cinched around the nose, which is what the CDC recommends. But the problem is the guy next to me may be wearing it here, or not at all, which completely counteracts the effects of me wearing it. The chances of me getting it, if he has it, go straight up, and vice versa. So this brings me to my next point is why should you wear a mask? Let's say this person says, all right, maybe I should wear a mask, but I don't know why. The masks are simple. It's like wearing shoes when you go into a store, socks, pants, underwear. I mean, any article of clothing, it's the new standard. When you walk into a store and it says no shoes, no shirt, no service, just add mask on underneath of that, because it is now a public health issue. The CDC and other independent medical institutions, federally funded, so reliable, have said that masks are a critical tactic in slowing the spread of the virus. It's crucial we wear masks to protect ourselves and others. The problem with the coronavirus isn't we're trying to stop people from getting it altogether. We're trying to slow the curve. This isn't a relatively deadly disease, as like a 97% or so chance of survival. It's how many people are getting it, and we're overwhelming the hospitals, which is the problem. This is the problem that we're facing. The people, let's say, that are going to get the virus will still get it. What we're trying to do is take this curve and make it plane out. We don't want as many people going into hospitals at the same time. We would like to make that plane out so everybody can get a ventilator, an ICU bed, all of these important things to help people survive and directly decrease the amount of people that would die, let's say, if we never wore masks. So masks, again, they can prevent you from getting the virus altogether, which is huge for people with underlying health conditions. I know my dad has just went under a major heart surgery. He has another surgery coming up. And after this, weakened immune systems is what the virus looks for. This is what it wants. This is ideal for it. And it'll come in, and without a good immune system, it'll wipe through your body and then cause these complications that will kill you. 300,000 Americans have now figured this out. It is a devastating disease and nothing to just cough at and just turn the other way and forget about. So, or some people also say, these stubborn people say, hey, well, I've got a medical condition and I don't need to wear a mask. This isn't true. The CDC, a public federal health organization, has said that everyone should wear a mask covering unless they are under 2 years of age, have certain breathing problems like, severe asthma or nothing less than that. I mean, you have to have serious breathing complications. And in that case, you really shouldn't be going out. Or, of course, if they're unconscious or incapacitated and need medical attention for another cause. So this means that, people, there should be an overwhelming majority of Americans who wear these masks over their nose, over their mouth, not on their chin, and that if we get up to 80% of people to wear masks, this whole thing could be slowed way down and save many, many lives. So, like I said earlier, putting on a mask isn't any bigger of a deal than putting on a shirt in the morning or wearing socks, shoes, pants when you go into a store. It's necessary now, and if we work hard enough as a community and bring the American spirit together and we can gel and work together, one day we won't have to wear masks anymore and everything can be back to normal. We can all go, celebrate New Year's Eve together, go to a baseball game with a bunch of people you love or people you don't know, and we don't have to worry about some terrible disease. My point here is in order to keep the ones you love safe, not just yourself. See, I'm healthy, but my dad isn't right now. And so that's why I wear a mask, is to keep him safe. And that's why I think everybody else should too.